Sounds like science fiction. Doctors are using fluid taken from the womb to try to grow body parts.
Health Watch reporter Beth Galvin joins us to explain.
Guys, it could one day be a source for replacement organs, amniotic stem cells collected during routine prenatal testing. The research is still in its early stages, but some mothers are already banking their amniotic fluid. Look closely and maybe you can make out these two bean-shaped objects. They're tiny organs.
Those are kidneys. Those are two small fetal kidneys.
Dr. Roger DiFilippo is the researcher making all this happen at his lab at Children's Hospital Los Angeles.
I'm very excited about it.
Those tiny kidneys, mouse kidneys, were created from stem cells harvested from this amniotic fluid. It's the same kind of liquid that bathes a developing human fetus.
There's the nose and the mouth.
Fetal surgeon Dr. Raymond Schmate is more familiar than most doctors with amniotic fluid. He routinely operates on patients still swimming in it.
A majority of it is comprised of fetal urine. So the baby basically urinates and then the baby swallows that urine. It's all sterile, it's all clean.
But
as the baby urinates, the baby's actually shedding cells. So the amniotic fluid is rich with cells, some of which are stem cells, and this is where the excitement is in regards to research.
The hope, stem cells from amniotic fluid could be used to make custom therapies for patients who once produced these cells in the first place.
It'll be a perfect match every time.
Meaning that if you received an organ made from stem cells taken from your amniotic fluid,
You wouldn't need anti-rejection medicines. The tissue would be self, in other words.
a company called Biocell is already offering to freeze extra fluid taken during routine amniocentesis.
3, 2, 1. Here we go.
It costs about $2,000 to get a baby's sample ready for freezing, plus $120 a year to store it. But with amniotic fluid in the bank,
It's a way you can basically grow your own organs in the laboratory and use them for either organ replacement or tissue repair.
amniotic stem cell transplants have never been tested in humans, and Dr. Schmate is reluctant to recommend it just yet. But if an expectant mother has the cash and needs an amniocentesis anyway,
I can see in the not too distant future how these cells could potentially change the life of these unborn babies.
researchers say they don't believe that amniotic stem cells will replace the need for embryonic stem cells, but they say there's growing scientific evidence that there is a spectrum of cell types, from fetal stem cells to embryonic stem cells to adult stem cells, that may be able to benefit different health conditions. Back to you guys.
All right, Beth, thanks. Amniocentesis is not a risk-free procedure, so doctors for now don't recommend getting one just for the purpose of banking amniotic fluid.